They'll run for it with Eckler. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. His throw caught right around the 6. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now Spiller, the return. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it good?
Herbert has it knocked free.
And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. On first down, Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They go play action here on first down. That is incomplete.
Well, listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 27, Herbert. being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. That's out to the flat for Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give. Akers running left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll go with the keeper, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's their quarterback, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Rams add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Go the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Herbert.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Herbert.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Throwing, Herbert.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
First down.
Now a run with Akers.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they?